excited and nervous because you don't know what it is. It's the first time you're getting into a new industry, right? How many of you felt like that? Good? You're not sure if it's going to work, but at the same time, you see other people doing it, so it grabs your attention. And we started like that. Thank you. And then you want to get out of that awkward stage eventually by going to the field training appointments, right? So when you go on a field training appointment, you start to watch presentations. You start to learn new skills. And then part of you eventually after 4, 5, 6 times says, I could do this. This is incredible. And then you get your 3-3 promotion, right? What was your name there? Anna? Okay, we can't forget you now. So Anna just came in. You guys just started, right? Less than a month ago. And 3-3-30 qualified, 7 points, and you're in elite school right now. Let's give her a hand. That's incredible. But they don't really know what it is. Does that make sense? A lot of people don't. Some of our new associates don't. And it's our goal to always remind you, not to always teach you new things all the time, but sometimes to remind you so you understand what you have. Because the biggest mistake people make, and Karina always talks about the 3 traps, and the number one is short-sighted, right? Short-term thinking, right? Short-term thinking means all you see and judge is right now. Does that make sense? You get to the meeting, you look around, you go, okay, I got it. I know what this is about. No, it's much more than what it looks like right now. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's very important that you understand. So the first thing we want to know is we got to come here to do an EPG, all right? Write that down, EPG. You guys all know what's EPG? You guys don't know what's EPG? Who knows what's EPG? IPR. Okay, you know why you don't know? It's a new language we're going to talk about, okay? It's a new language we're going to learn, okay? It's not necessarily new, but the acronym itself is new, right? This is the language you need to start to realize. What are the 3 financial challenges people face in America today? What are they?
No proven business.
Huh? What are the 3 financial traps? Everybody here has to know this language. If I'm your friend tomorrow, I talk to you, I say, what exactly do you do? Before you tell me what you do, you better tell me what's going on. Okay? Hey, did you know 76% of people in America don't got their money right? They're not where they want to be. There's 3 major challenges. What are they? They don't know how to what? Earn money? Protect money? Right? And how to? Grow money. Is that true? You all see that? Okay. Guess what we talk about in the BPM today? EPG, right? There you go. Earn, protect, grow. And as soon as we talk about this, all of a sudden it's no longer about, let me see if I want that or not. Let me see if I want to, get in the financial. It's no longer about that. You talk EPG, all of a sudden you get everybody's attention. Right? An average person hustle 40 years for money. Right? They hustle to what? Earn money. They're constantly hustling, right? It runs out. They got to keep earning. They're chasing money. Does that make sense? We bring people into a business, my friends, listen, so they stop chasing money. They start providing service and money chases them. Right? I look at this business this way. How many of you realize besides our rules that human nature created, there's also higher laws in the universe? True? But one of the higher laws, it says what you give is what comes back to you, right? Some people say life is a boomerang. What you throw out there comes back. Some people call it karma. You call it many things, but bottom line, when you give, it comes back. True? So the way I look at this business is when you focus on giving service, right, moving forward, the more you keep moving forward, the more money keeps chasing you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
When you stop serving, money stops too. So money always is like a shadow. It follows you. So when you serve, it comes. When you serve, it comes. You stop serving, money stops. Right? And then you turn to see where the money is, you don't see it because now it's behind you on this side. Right? You guys get what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of people in life, guess what they're doing? 40 years they're chasing the money, right? When you do this for 40 years, when eventually, like a dog that's running around, my head's full. You get tired of chasing for 40 years. People get chasing for 10 years. They get tired of chasing for 10 years. That makes sense? Yeah. We kept chasing, but guess what? Chasing is no fun. Is that right? So, when we bring people in WFG is I want you to know this. WFG stands for Wealthy Friends Group. All right? So whatever you call it. But here's what WFG means, right? WFG is the largest entrepreneurship groups today in North America. And you may or may not know that yet, especially you're new, but we are the largest entrepreneurship groups in North America. Can you find another entrepreneurship group that's actually the size of our caliber? No. You guys know any other ones?
No.
Probably not. I've never seen anyone that's as big as we are. Does that make sense? So when we bring people in this company, what can people do here? What are the couple of things we can do here? One, we provide you a platform. Is that true? All right. What kind of platform? A business platform that has no limitations on your growth. Does that make sense? Let me say that again. No limitations on your growth. What is that? No limitations on your growth. Does that make sense? So you shouldn't be scared of that. You should be scared of your job that gives you limitations from day one. Does that make sense? Every job is designed to provide you limitations. They provide you paycheck. They say, don't ask for more. Don't even talk. We don't even want to hear it. You do what we tell you to do. Here's your paycheck. That's it. There's no growth opportunities whatsoever. Does that make sense? Yeah. So when you get in here, someone gives you something that you have an opportunity to grow. Here's what you do. You hold on to it. You grab it. You hug it. Does that make sense? And you run with that opportunity. And you hold it so tight, where somebody starts to try to steal it from you, you don't let your arms open. Are you with me so far? You hold it. So I remember, when we were brand new, look, we were new. There's criticism all over. Is that true? There's judgment all over. We live in a world where there's a lot of criticism. Is that right? And not a lot of people are going to be happy. And some of them, your closest family members, they're not excited you're doing this. Is that right? Right. But guess what? Instead of listening to them, look for a minute and say, wait a minute, is this person a part of some opportunity that's allowing them to grow? Or are they just stuck chasing? And you realize most of the people they're chasing. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I remember in the beginning when the dream was sold, when WFG opportunity was sold to us, we took it so, we owned it, right? How many of you owned it from day one? Like you came in here, you were like, oh my God, this is awesome. I love this thing, right? I love the products. I love what they stand for. I love the leadership. I love the convention, especially once you go to your first one. I love the ownership, and you just hold on to it. And if anybody ever tries to steal it, what do? What do you naturally do when something you own and it's important to you and someone talks trash about it? What do? You fight it. Does that make sense? You defend it. You protect it. Is that true? Yes. Instead of listen to them and now follow people who are chasing. So the world is full of chasers. And our job is not to judge them and make fun of them. Our job is to recruit them and teach them how to stop chasing and how to create a business that pays them and changes their life. Does that make sense? Yes. Yesterday I had an appointment. A guy comes in. He says, I want to save on taxes, right? He came as a client perspective. And I said, what's your income? The guy has an S-Corp business, right? Some healthcare, hospice type of business. $2.5 million income, right? Take home only about $28,000. Okay? You're like, oh, guess what? Most businesses are like that. He goes, I make $2.5 million in business, but I only take home about $28,000. But here's our key. IRS doesn't care what you take home. They want you to pay tax on the full thing. Yeah. Does that make sense? Of course, there's some minus write-offs there, but majority of it, the gross income is what you're going to pay taxes on. Is that right? Yeah. And I was like, gosh, how blessed we are in WFG. Our net income and gross income here is the same. I'm not talking about your taxes, I'm talking about your income, right? You make $300,000 here, you take home $300,000. The bonus pool can pay for the office and the rent and the plugins and all that stuff. You don't got no payroll here. You don't got no products here. You're stuck with your inventory you have to send back to the company. You don't got none of that stuff. Is that true? Yeah. And yet we're out there impacting people and helping change people's lives. So first thing you get here is what? A platform that allows you to grow. Grow where? How big can you grow here? No limits. All right? The second thing this company provides you is financial resources. Financial, you write that down. I don't have the space here. Financial products, resources. Is that true? Yes. Very important, isn't it? Yes. Now here's the cool part. If you notice here, you need both of them to win. Isn't it true? Yes. One is the left hand, okay, that allows you to build and grow and make money, true? And the other one is the one that allows you to protect money and grow and save and learn how to build it. Is that right? Because one is the products and one is the investment. Is that right, guys? I had a guy came in, another guy goes, look, I got them both. I've built a big business and it's really massive and it's a big distribution. We got like 19 locations and it's paying me a lot of passive income. And I said, okay, what about the investment side? Well, we got a bunch of investments. It's growing. We got some real estate. We got some insurance and we got some mutual funds and all that. No, he has it. Is that true? But here's what he doesn't have. I said, let me ask you. those two things that you use to create wealth for you, are those exact two things that you use for you available for other people? He said, no, that's mine. I said, that's what makes you and I different. The tools that it's available for me, that I created, we created wealth for our family, guess what? We now take it and pass it on to other people. We give this gift of this opportunity to other people. And that's what makes WFG unique. Most business owners, they build it, it's their way, right? They got their own investment, it's there. They're not going to teach that to other people. Here, the things that you use, the platform that's available for you, it's also available for everybody else in the world. Is that crazy? Yes. Now, your goal is now to understand it clearly, so you can promote it clearly. Write that down. You need to understand it clearly so you can promote it clearly. Does that make sense? What you're talking about, but we're talking some real money. We're talking like about 10, 15, 20 million dollars, right? Like when you sleep at night, money, and he goes, no, I make about $60,000 a year. I said, okay, well, it depends what earning money is talking about, right? Protecting money, that's the insurance side, living benefits. Growing money, that's the saving, investments, and all that kind of 7702 plans. All this stuff that we do for people, who are these things for? Everybody. Is that true? Yes. Now here's the key. So the question now is, how do you get this and then everyone together? That's the magic. Is that true? Yes. That's your magic. Okay? So the way you do that is you got to learn how to follow our system. Okay? So I have a few minutes here with you. This is what I want you guys to realize. Doesn't matter where you are in your life right now. You might be winning right now, you're excited, or you might be going through some life's challenges and problems and struggles, or maybe right now your business is where you want to be, and people go through stuff. Is that true? Yes. You may not share with me, but I look at you, I know somebody's going through some problem in their life right now. I want you to know this. Your challenges and problems have come to pass and not to stay. Nothing is permanent besides your soul. Everything else is passable. So what we want you to do is we want you to know something. What you need to know is not look at what's just in front of you. You need to see a bigger picture of what's possible here and realize that you are one skill away from having an explosion. Does that make sense? When you don't have the skill to win, when you're not in a position where everybody talks to say yes, when you're not in a position that you got $30, $40, $50,000 coming every month, when you're not in that position yet, guess what you need to do? You need to get in that position. But while you're working on yourself, you got to follow, my friends, you got to follow a proven system that actually works. Does that make sense? And that's what makes WFG unique. So instead of coming in here and saying, well, it'll take me 3 years until I learn how to close or learn how to make appointments or learn how to do this, guess what? Work on that, but don't wait 3, 4 years to get better. Use the system. Sit down with the leader, say, hey, walk me through the system. Because the word system means this: time, energy, and money. That's what system stands for. So how many think you could use some of that to save yourself some time, energy, and money? Is that right? Yes. So use something that works while in the meantime, you get better at your stuff. Does that make sense? Yes. All right, so let's close with this one. So what's EPG? Earn, say it with me. What's EPG? Earn, protect, grow. So why don't you have some fun with your friends? Say, hey, have you heard of EPG? They go, what's that? How to earn money, protect money, grow money. Right? What's the population here struggling with that? 76%. Are you with me? 76% of adults can't even pay their bills on time. Over 90% of people above age 50 don't even have $10,000 saved in their bank accounts. Is that crazy? Yeah. So therefore, you got the platform. My friends, you got the platform in your hands. They got the need. What do we got to do? Put them together. How do you do that? Set up an appointment. Is that true? Yes. Set up an appointment. So how about this? We are right now on a massive campaign, aren't we? Yes. I am so proud of you guys that have started especially, and we're filling out the circles up there. This is a great time. All of you right now, there's one thing that you need so your business can take off, and that one thing is called momentum. Everybody in life needs to speed up a little bit, gain some momentum, some energy, so you can take off. Is that true? Yes. So guess what? We created the momentum for you. The whole operation right now, we're part of Project V. We're going to go out there and help people create a vertical life. So what's the reason why people don't create a vertical life? Because they don't know how to run these three right here. Are you with me? Yeah. These are the three. So a lot of people out there, they start a job, they start a business, and they stay the same. They don't grow. They don't get big. Is that true? Yeah. Most people start, you guys. Everybody starts. Jim Rohn says life has 2 rules. 1, start something. And 2, grow. But guess what? 98% of people start and they stay there. I want to be a lawyer. Great. You start and nobody knows you. You're the single lawyer, right? Anything you start, you want to start? You started now, true?
Yes.
But that's step one. What's step two?
Grow.
Grow. Grow and grow. So one day, your business is everywhere, you guys. Everybody in every city, in every zip code has issues with EPG. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And you have the opportunity. So now our goal is to what? Help a lot of people sit down with us, create a meeting so we can explain to them. Does that make sense? Not convince them, not try to pull someone in the business when they don't even understand it yet, because there's going to be a lot of rejection there, but actually set appointments and go educate people. Is that right?
Yes.
Here's what we know. Next 90 days, it's a critical time for you. Next 90 days, our team is headed somewhere big. Are you going to stay focused next 90 days?
Yes.
So you can take your business to another level.
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Who's going to get 5 points next 90 days? This is what you all need to do right now. Watch me, okay? I turn it off so you don't look at it, so you watch me. Everybody has one challenge in life. And that challenge is usually something they don't talk about. And it's called self-doubt. How many of you go through that? Okay. I want you to understand something. In our 13-and-a-half-year career, we learned something very, very, very important. Here's what we learned. Would you like to know what it is?
Yes.
Here's what we learned. There's nothing missing inside you. You got everything, and you got what it takes. And I'm not saying this to motivate you and say it so you feel special. No, I want you to understand it, logically calculate and understand it. You got what it takes. Everybody in the world has been given the equal amount of energy. Does that make sense? Yeah. When you buy a Duracell battery from the store, doesn't matter you buy from Ralph's or you buy from Best Buy, it's the same battery, comes full and the same amount of energy. True?
Yes.
There's 7.5, close to 8 billion people. Some of you know what I'm talking about. I won't get into that subject, but every one of these people were equipped at birth with the same amount of power that's living inside their heart. Here's the deal. Why some people make it big, succeed, and why some don't? Because here's why. That power that's available to you, the ones that succeed, they guide their power and they stay focused on their goals in one direction. While the rest of the world out there, that power inside that wants to do something, that obsession, that power goes different places, right? They got lots of different kinds of habits, bad habits, good habits, addiction, time wasters, and we all have them, true? But your goal is to what? Collect all your power and energy and guide them into one direction. That's why having goals is important, right? Like this morning, I remember, we woke up, we were running a little bit late, and I didn't have a chance to read my goals, so Karine was driving, I was reading my goals out loud in the car. Why? Because all of us have the power inside. But if you let other people influence you to steer you in the wrong direction, your friend says this, you believe it, your cousin says you believe it, you read something on Google, that's what you believe, and then you come here, you believe something else, and tomorrow you go to, Monday you go to work and your coworkers say something else, your energy is all over the place. Guess what? You're not going to win in any one of them. So you need to collect all of your power, cut and get rid of all your time wasters, get rid of all the bad habits, all the obsessions. You all have them. All of us have the same power. So if you don't use it for good, it's going to go for somewhere else. Does that make sense? How many of you know people just sit home and watch TV? Yeah. That's a power too. The addiction is drawn to that area. Or 4 hours on your phone. What is that? That's an addiction. The energy has to go somewhere. Does that make sense? Yes. Why don't you take a list, write down. Say, you know what? This is my time to pack my bags and get out of the middle class. Right? I better get out of middle class. I'm going to create something good. I've been here too long. I want to elevate myself to live this way. Does that make sense? Yeah. And to go here, you got to let go some stuff here. Does that make sense? Yeah. So what are some of the things that's wasting time for you? What are some of the things that's actually taking a lot of your energy that is not productive and it's not helping you to grow? It's not that you don't have what it takes. We all do. As a service. So you could stay focused, not on WFG, but for your life. And using WFG next 2 to 3 years and go create something big together. This Project V, I tell you, all it is, you guys, it's a focus. We want everybody to focus on Project V. Everybody to focus on Project V. Why? So your energy is in the right place where ours is. Does that make sense? Let me tell you where we're headed. We're headed towards helping 1 million people. Are you coming with us?
Yes.
That's where we want to go. Guess what? We're going to get rich. We're going to get wealthy in the process. We're going to go travel the world. But we're going to go serve 1 million people. Who wants to go with us? Who wants to go with us? Let me see. So get rid of all the toxic people in your life that say you can't do it. Cut all the relationships from people that take all your energy. Somebody calls you and says, hey, you want to have a coffee? And you go sit there. For 2 hours, they talk about their life's problems and they suck and drain all your energy. Get rid of all that stuff. Get rid of all the time wasters. Wake up. How many of you notice most people by 2 or 3 p.m. they're dead tired? Why? A lot of time waster. Their obsession was guided in wrong places. Or computer. We sit 3 hours in front of a computer. Do what? Emails nonstop. Time wasters. Cut them all. Guess what will happen? I guess here's what I'm saying. If you take water, I open the water, right? The faucet, I open all the way. It's a specific amount of energy pouring, true?
Yes.
But it's coming through, let's say, 10 different holes. Is it going to be as strong as if I was to patch all the holes and it's coming through one hole?
Yes.
You guys get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Why am I saying this? Because the challenge people have, they think, oh no, one person has a stronger energy, the other person doesn't. Oh, I wish I could be like that. You are like that. We are all part of one energy field. That moves the trees, the winds, the water, the energy that turns planet Earth, the entire galaxy. I don't know what you study, but there's a higher power that's inside every one of us. The same energy that grows a tree. No one is better or worse or strong or weaker than no one. Every one of us are exactly the same. I tell you that. I didn't get that through a book. That's a fact. But the reality is for you, I guess the question is, what is your reality? Goodbye. Thanks for serving. Good guy. Is that what you want to do?
No.
We came here to do something special. We're not here to waste this opportunity, right? The gold was given to us. We take it. We're going to run with it, and we're going to take a bunch of people with us. So you need to get better at this game as soon as possible. You need to get your alignment strong with your leadership. You need to get your relationship strong with your leadership. And you need to get your business understanding right. And you need to cut and let go of every bad habit and time waster and people, anything that's draining your energy. If you take your phone out today, go to settings, and click battery, it opens a chart, right? At least mine does. It opens a chart. It says throughout that day, which app was wasting the most energy that was draining my battery. Guess what? That's exactly how human beings are. You need your energy to use for success. I have never seen, and I'm having an honest brother to sister conversation here with you. I have never seen anybody in life get to where they want to go, want to be very successful with a low energy. Have you?
No.
So when we see people walk around with low energy, you know what I know? I go, gosh, I wish this person knows the energy is in there. But the reason they're acting like that is because last hour or this morning, they probably wasted a lot of it on something that was not important. Gather your energy, put it in the right place. Cut all the time wasters. Let's focus on taking your life to another level and make your dreams come true at World Financial Group. So together we can look back 5 years from now. Hey, 5 years is going to come. 10 years later is going to come. The question is, are you going to be with us?
Yes.
And if you're with us, are you going to be one of the EDCs and on?
Yes.
Are you going to be one of those financially independent people that said, hey, someone told me about, some crazy guy told me about EPG, it worked for me, and I'm helping other people. Is that true?
Yes.
We want to look back and say, hey, we created new stories, and we used the WFG model, and we went out there and did something big with our life. Does that make sense? Look,
Yes.
no one, you choose what you want to do. We chose to be happy. We chose to help people. We chose to serve. No one forces us to do it. We choose to do it. And when we serve, we also get compensated. Right? So money is a report card. It's the compensation from God that says, congratulations, you served, here's your gift. Don't chase money. Go serve. God bless you all. Thank you.